Alright, let me give you some tips on how to utilize space in your garden. So this is our garden bed here. On this garden bed we have some cabbages, and that's a red cabbage right there. And this space here, when we started planting this, when we transplanted this, there was a huge space here, and we thought we could use it for planting some few seedlings here. As you can see here, these are onions here on each row. So as these plants grow big, they will now shade these spots. So I didn't waste the space because I utilized it to start some seedlings here. So I can now take the seedlings and transplant them to a different space, or if they are growing quickly, you can just leave them here. This row is quite bigger than this one, so this one definitely needs to be moved to where they can enjoy some full sun. So no need to get some seedling mix, germination mix to start seedlings. You can just start them in between some of your vegetables. And you may be wondering what this is. This board here, when I started seeds, I was covering the seeds with this board like this, so that this area can retain moisture for a long time until they started germination, and then I moved it to the side. So this is where I step on when I want to water those parts there where it's far for me to reach. Why do I step on this board? So that we don't compact the soil. So in order to prevent compacting the soil, you can step on something like this, long boards like this. So with this, it distributes pressure along this board here rather than stepping straight onto the soil. So less compaction when you use something like this. So you can also use these boards for mulching and preventing some weeds, suppressing some weeds. If you have if you didn't plant anything here and you have a very big board which is maybe this size covering this whole space, you can just use that long board here. Some people they would use some bricks along the spaces or the garden, the rows. So you can use something like that. Those inorganic things, they don't break down, so they will stay here for a very long time, and they will prevent loss of moisture or loss of water by evaporation, hence maintaining good moisture retention. And also there was a space here when we planted this, when we made this garden bed, there was a space here. So this is one of the things that you can do to utilize your space or to minimize the wastage of space in your gardens. So I just dug up the soil a bit, tilled it, and planted these seeds. These are bush beans. So these bush beans here, they don't need anything they are just going to grow maybe this size. They don't need any trellising, they don't need any to support them. So I also planted few peas. Along the fence line here. We will use this as a trellising system. So no need for me to buy anything to trellis with. I just use what I have here. I saved the money there. So that's one thing that you can do. Another tip that I can give you is that there will be some weeds which are germinating. So instead of spraying those weeds with something that's harsh on the soil and on the vegetation, just pull those weeds. And when you pull these weeds, no need for you to throw this away. These are organic things. Just throw them back into the soil. As long as you removed them from the ground, they won't keep growing. The roots are out. So put them there, they will decompose. After decomposing, they will add nutrition back to the soil again. So don't take anything away. And another tip is that oh, by the way, for the weeds, if you are using weeds to mulch, make sure you pull them up when they are still young like this. Don't make a mistake of letting them grow until they have some seeds, and then you try to mulch with weeds which has seeds, because those seeds will germinate again, so you will be playing the same game forever. And now the other thing is another tip is don't let your plants have leaves which are on the ground like this. They will pick some diseases, so try to prune the leaves at the base there, especially when you are dealing with tomatoes. Tomatoes don't like to touch the ground, the leaves, and they don't really want water. So in tomatoes, you prune the lower leaves and make sure that you don't sprinkle or spray them with water, because they attract fungal diseases. So on other crops like this, you just cut the lower leaves, and then when you prune these lower leaves, also make sure that you don't throw them away. You use this as mulch again, and as they mulch the ground, they will also provide they will decompose slowly. After decomposing, they add nutrition back to the soil. So just prune and leave on the ground. They are going to protect your soil from direct sunlight, hence reducing water loss. So that's how we usually do it here. Another tip: use organic methods when you are mulching. I don't really like things like wheat fabric and other inorganic things to try to mulch. I use something that can break down, like what you see here. This is rabbit manure. So rabbit manure will slowly break down to feed the soil. Also, when you have a pile like this, it will mulch the soil, hence preventing water loss, reducing your water bill. That's one of the things that we do here. And also the advantage is that rabbit manure is a cold manure. It will not burn your plants or burn your seedlings. Just make sure that you don't make a very big heap, because it might heat up. So those are some of the tips that I had for you. And also, if you have something like this, these are gutters, old gutters, you can use them to grow shallow crops with shallow roots, like radishes like this. They will grow nicely. Just put some soil in and throw in some seeds. So as you can see, this is a very nice radish, and this is a used compost or not compost, but I used a potting soil. I got it from other plants when I changed my soil, and through this here, through some seeds here, and watered here, and I also used liquid fertilizer that I'm currently trying to perfect it best side. I have started using liquid fertilizer after watching other YouTubers, and I liked the idea of using liquid fertilizer, making it using some of the weeds that we have here, and some of the things like this. Yeah, also another advantage of using these things is that it can make a liquid fertilizer. So you can prune and put this in a very big barrel using this plus some weeds and some grass clippings. When you mow your lawn, make liquid fertilizer with that. If you don't know how to properly do it, I will share the video. Just check my channel for a video about liquid fertilizer. So basically that's what I have for you, the tips that I wanted to give to you. on this small space here. So we don't have a very big home here, so we utilize our space nicely. And these are carrots. These carrots here, they don't grow big. They are this tiny carrots. So I figured out that this space I can use it, instead of being a pathway, I can use it to grow some of those carrots. And this pathway again, this was an empty unutilized space, so I didn't want a wasted space here. I just put some potato plants here. These are tomatoes. And another space here, this was also a wasted space, so I planted a Swiss chard here. And that's a volunteer right there. That's a Cape gooseberry. And here, that's a guava here. The guava here will be providing a bit of shade here on these ducks' houses. And also there's another tomato here with some marigold. Marigold, as we know, it repels some pests. So that's what I have right now. I just wanted to make this video short. Now enjoy the slideshow of what we have here on. Please subscribe for more. If you like this type of content, give us a like and subscribe, share the video with your friends. Thank you very much.